Good afternoon, I'm Sean Yao, and this is One News Now. The death toll from Paeng has climbed to 121. The NDRRMC reported that half of the fatalities are from the Bangsamoro region. At least 103 people were injured, while dozens are still missing. Paeng has also affected around 3.2 million people, or over 927,000 families. Nearly 3,000 evacuation centers are being used to house displaced residents. Damage to agriculture has gone up to around 1.3 billion pesos, while the revised cost of damage to infrastructure is now at around 897 million pesos. Malacanang has also issued Proclamation Number 84, declaring a state of calamity in 4 regions. These regions are Calabarzon, Bicol, Western Visayas, and the BARMM. President Bongbong Marcos earlier thumbed down a proposal to declare a nationwide state of calamity. Some cemeteries in Bulacan are still flooded after the onslaught of severe tropical storm Paeng. Jenny Dongon with the report.
The management earlier decided to close the cemetery on Tuesday for the public safety. They said electric shock is possible since some graveyards are still flooded. Despite this, most of the visitors said they don't mind braving floodwaters.
Kailangan talagang buksan yan dahil araw ng patay ngayon, dahil baka kami ang dalawin ng mga mahal namin sa buhay, di ba? Ang karapatan namin talaga ipagdasal yung mga mahal namin sa buhay.
One visitor even came all the way from Pampanga. She said,
lahat po nandyan mga apo ko. Oh, ba't ganun? Sabi kanina mag-antay, ba't hanggang ngayon wala? Hindi tama naman.
Due to the influx of people, the cemetery decided to reopen at 2 in the afternoon. This was a welcome development for visitors since most cemeteries had to close over the weekend due to Paeng. Over in Ubandu, Bulacan, aside from flowers and candles, visitors brought boots for wading through flood as the cemetery is still being partially flooded.
Unang nasa isip namin bota kasi nga mahirap lumusong. Baka ma-leptospirosis pa tayo. Nakakalungkot nga lang isipin na ang daanan ganyan ka laki. First time lang ngayon, di ba? First time lang ang paglaki. Hindi namin alam kung saan galing yan.
Most of cemeteries in Bulacan were open to the public until 7 p.m. Authorities said flooded areas might take time to subside. So aside from flowers and candles, visitors are advised to bring boots for wading through flood. For News 5, Jenny Dongon, we are One News.
We're gonna pause for a quick break, but we will be back with more stories after that. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Authorities have secured an affidavit on the death of the alleged middleman in Percy Lapid's murder. Marlene Alcaide with the report.
The Justice Department has secured an affidavit on the death of June Villamor, the alleged middleman in Percy Lapid's murder. That's according to forensic expert Dr. Raquel Fortun. In an interview with 1PH Wagpo, Fortun said the DOJ supplied the information that a plastic bag was used to kill Villamor.
There's actually a statement, an affidavit by someone.
Statement ng DOJ.
Maraming alam ang DOJ that, is not made public, which is the professional way of doing an investigation. Hindi yan lahat nilalabas.
Last Saturday, Fortun said the results of her independent autopsy on the body of Villamor showed that the remains were found to have a history of asphyxia by plastic bag suffocation. She explained that there is no definite way to diagnose asphyxia, that is why she relied on the information from the DOJ, adding that death by suffocation is consistent with her findings that June Villamor was healthy when he died.
What was very telling was would be the circumstances. Na namatay siya shortly after, nag-express siya ng fear na mamamatay siya. DOJ actually came up with information about how he was killed. The fact that you did not find anything actually is consistent with it.
For their part, the Justice Department insisted that there is no discrepancy in the two autopsy findings. In an interview with The Big Story, DOJ spokesperson attorney Miko Clavano pointed out that Villamor may have suffered heart hemorrhage from being suffocated.
And I think the reason why Dr. Fortun's autopsy indicated that he passed away by suffocation by a plastic bag was because it went simultaneously with the investigation ongoing with the PDLs in custody. And Secretary Remulla actually relayed or suggested that maybe it was by plastic bag that the June Villamor passed away. And the reply of Dr. Raquel Fortun was, pwede. So it really was more of a supplement than a finding.
Currently, the Justice Department has in their custody 12 persons of interest in the Percy Lapid case, all of which are inmates. 3 are meanwhile with the PNP, bringing the total number of POIs to 15. Justice Secretary Boying Remulla meanwhile has said that it is very possible that investigators have already identified the mastermind in the killing. He added that they plan of filing a proper case on the matter by Friday, November 4.
Hopefully by Friday we can release the findings so that we find the proper case. We just have to respect the process. We have to finalize the papers. We have to tighten up the theories. And we don't want any premature releases in this time. I think we will finish this by Friday.
For News 5, Marlene Alcaide, we are One News.
The masterminds behind the killing of Percy Lapid and the alleged middleman June Villamor could be one and the same, according to the camp of the slain broadcaster. Attorney Berteni Kausing told the chiefs that they are expecting multiple masterminds, one of whom could be a public official. Kausing added that Villamor's death appears to be strongly linked to Percy Lapid's murder.
Was that is interconnected, considering that if you want to cover up a lie, another lie is needed to cover it up. So that is how it is interconnected.
Kausing also quoted an informant in saying that prisoners in the new Bilibid prison pooled money to pay off Lapid's gunman in exchange for their release.
They pooled their money in order to finance the payment for the gunman who would be tasked to kill that, because they were expecting to get, in return, a work for them to be freed from the colony.
And the family of the slain broadcaster expects murder cases to be filed on Friday. Percy Lapid's brother, Roy Mabasa, attended today's case conference with the Justice Department and the National Bureau of Investigation. Mabasa said cases could also be filed over the death of the alleged middleman June Villamor, but this is still being finalized.
May mga murder cases na isasampa pero hindi ko pa alam yung mga pangalan. Hindi ko pa mabanggit sa inyo dahil may ginagawa nga pong investigasyon ang NBI at saka ang PNP.
Mabasa said that their family is not keen on being put under the Witness Protection Program. He did say, though, that they have accepted additional security detail.
Sa ngayon, nalilimitahan nga yung aming mga galaw bilang pamilya, especially mga anak ni Kapersi. Subalit kung ilalagay ko sa WPP yan, ay lalo na siguro silang makukulong. So ang iniisip namin ay bigyan na lang ng seguridad siguro.
For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.